Rasikananda Prabhu, our Gurudev, wrote his biography, only some important. Remind myself. He appeared in the village of Rohini or Aini in Orissa, and his father was Raja Achyutananda, and his wife also. They were very pious. In Krishna Lila, he is one of the maidservants of Radharani, but name is not given, because though Srila Shyamananda Prabhu, his guru, took initiation from Hriday Chaitanya and who was worshipping in Sakyaras, but Shyamananda Prabhu, by the association of Jiva Goswami, he got desire to serve in Madhurya Rasa. He had this name Rasikananda or Rasika Murari. This village is near to one place, important place where Ramachandra was staying in exile for some time. And also Rasikananda Prabhu was married to Ichamoy Devi from the village of Ganta Shila. So while this village is also very sacred because Pandavas were staying there during their exile, and this village is also important because it was there that Rasika Murari was having that strong desire to get Guru, spiritual guide. So he was praying and meditating, and he entered into deep trance, and in that trance he heard some voice, unembodied voice from unknown source. You will meet your Guru. Your Guru is Shyamananda Prabhu. It is similar like our Parangurudev. When he went to Himalaya, he got that voice. You will meet your Guru in that place. So he also got to know the name. He is your Guru, Shyamananda Prabhu. So when he came to external consciousness, Rasikananda Prabhu was very joyfully chanting the name of his Guru, Shyamananda, 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 whole night. Then in the night, also in dream, he saw Shyamananda Prabhu in his dream. Then that same morning, and Shyamananda Prabhu told him in dream, you don't worry, you will meet me today. So really it happened in the morning when he woke up. Then he saw how Shyamananda Prabhu, along with some other disciples, they were chanting Nama Sankirtan and they were coming. So immediately and completely surrendered to him, and Shyamananda Prabhu lifted him up, embraced him and drenched him with tears. Then he gave him Radha Krishna mantra and offered him to Gaur Nityananda. So here Gurudev wrote, this whole event reveals how we can find a Guru through sincere prayers. When really we want, then we can get. So Rasikananda Dev Goswami fully committed himself in body, mind and soul to the service of his Guru. Indeed, he served him so well that in a short time he was recognized as Shyamananda Prabhu's chief disciple, a very powerful preacher and Acharya himself. In fact, it is a truism, means truth, that a good disciple becomes a good teacher. A spiritual master may have innumerable followers who call him their Guru, but are disciples and following the teaching of Guru. Only a true disciple who has dedicated himself completely to his spiritual master, is imbued with all the powers of the Guru. Shyamananda Prabhu invested Rasikananda Dev with such spiritual power, atheists, Muslims, and other fallen souls to the path of devotion, bestowing the jewel of prema upon them all. And once it also happened, one wicked Muslim, he sent one intoxicated mad elephant to disturb the kid. That elephant, when he came near Rasikananda Prabhu, by the influence of Rasikananda, he also became peaceful. And he surrendered to Rasikananda. Then Rasikananda Prabhu lifted his ear up, that big ear, and initiated him into Mahamantra. Because Atma is Atma, like Gajendra. He's animal, but he's a devotee. So he made him a devotee also, and from that day on, that elephant was also serving Vishnu and Vaishnavas. So such power. Or Mahaprabhu also made those animals devotees. One who is awakened soul can awake other sleeping souls, whether they are in this body or that body, that doesn't matter. And then when he saw this, even that Muslim Zamindar who sent that elephant, he also came and he also surrendered to Rasika Murari, became his disciple, seeing this power. And Shyamananda gave these places he had, but Gopi Balapur is prominent, so he gave that temple to Rasikananda. After his disappearance, he should take care of that. And so many other important and high persons in that area, they became his disciples. Governor of Orissa and so many other. And he wrote Rasikananda Devo Shyamananda Shataka Bhakta Bhagavatastaka Punjakili Dvadashaka. And also when Shyamananda, his disciple of Srinivasacharya, that king, you know, he went there. So when he was going back, he also met in Rishingapur, he met Rasikananda Prabhu again. And there was a big festival in Darenda. Shyamananda Prabhu and Rasikananda both together, they organized that big festival. Is still remembered today by his descendants. And just prior to disappearance, Rasikananda Prabhu went to Kirchor Gopinath in Remuna to take darshan. And while there, he entered into Gopinath. This is how he disappeared. And his disciples also like this. So you will find there only Pushpa Samadhi, not Bodhi Samadhi, but Pushpa Samadhi. Those garlands, they, which were there, they no, 8. One is Rasika Murari and 7 disciples also. So there is a big festival there for his disappearance. That is on the same day as our Parangurudev's disappearance, we are hearing. And Vishwaramananda Dev Goswami, the author of the celebrated Astikya Darshan, was Rasika. So this family line also is coming. So you will find in Vrindavan, in Radhashyama Sundar Mandir, there you go, there is a Bhajan Kutir of Shyamananda Prabhu. You go down one cave, and there both are seated there, Shyamananda and Rasika Murari, his foremost disciple, like Gurudev Parangurudev, non-different, very there. So, and you will find, I like that, I always say, one signboard is there, it is written, keep quiet. Shyamananda and Rasikananda in bhajan. Keep quiet. So I am remembering their deities there, going down and praying for their causeless mercy to bestow service of their lotus feet and the lotus feet of Radha Shamsundar. Today is also the worship of Govardhan Puja, when Krishna desired to appear in this world to remove the burden of demoniac kings. They exist. They're demoniac kings. They're oppressing people, cheating people, violent, everything. So Krishna, on the request of, Mother Earth, he appeared. No, first he said to Radharani, he has to come. Then Krishna, like sun, shine and sun. But Radharani said, no, I will not go. Where Vrindavan is not there, Yamuna is not there, I'm not going there. Radharani is never going some other place. Only Kurukshetra to bring Krishna to Vrindavan. Transcendental Dham, it is transcendental, appears in this world, it is not material. But Govardhan appeared in western side, in that western India, as the son of Dronachal. Gurudev said, how we can understand this? They are also living entities. Even mountains, material mountains, they are also living entities, but they are here, this is transcendental Govardhan. All the demigods were exceedingly delighted at the appearance of Govardhan and showered down flowers. Then all big mountains like Himalaya, and they bowed down to him and they worshipped him, and they said, because he is participating in the Lilas of Supreme Lord Shri Krishna, highest in that transcendental realm. So he is king of all mountains, Giriraj. So they gave him this name, the king of all mountains, because of this. And since then, Govardhan has been renowned as Giriraj. He is like umbrella for Parabrahman Shri Krishna, and Vrindavan is within his lap. They said. Then Pulastya Muni, you will find his biography in Puranic Charitavali. One Manasaputra, a son from the mind of Brahma, not the biological system, but from mind he made sons. So he's one of them, Pulastya Muni, very powerful. He was staying in Kashi doing bhajan, and he also was going around and he saw Govardhan there in Shalmali Island, and Dronachal also received him nicely as a sadhu. So then Pulastya Rishi, he was so attracted by Govardhan, he to see the extraordinary beauty of Govardhan mountain, adorned with a variety of fruit, springs, radishes, soft grass, etc. Then Pulastya Muni said, I am living in Kashi because of Ganga, and Shiva. So I'm living there and I want to do tapasya there after installing Govardhan there. I will do. So then Dronachal was very sad, but being afraid that he may curse him, so he, with sadness, he said to, how you will carry? Then Pulaste said, there is no problem. I can carry on my hand. Because Pulaste is very powerful, but he does not know that Govardhan is not ordinary. He can carry other mountains, no problem. So powerful. So he thought Govardhan also like this. So he said, I will carry. Then Govardhan said, okay, I will go with you. Then I will stay there. Then Pulaste said, okay, yes, directly I will take you. I will not stop any place. So they went and he was carrying. There Govardhan became very heavy because that was his Lila. He wanted to come. He wanted to come to Vrindavan. So he did not hold him. He put him down and he forgot what he promised. That is also by Jogamaya. So he went to take bath and he was chanting mantra to Kashi. Then Govardhan was remaining there, not moving, not speaking. And many times he was requesting, but not. Govardhan is Krishna himself, one with him. This is not something material, and he is omnipotent. So by his own will he allowed him to Vrindavan. That was his Lila. So there he became heavy and Pulaste Muni could not hold him, even he could not lift him again, nothing. Then he cursed him that you will diminish sesame seed every day. You will be smaller for 1 cent. Then Govardhan said, okay, because that is his Lila of disappearance. But this is, he has Lila of appearance, he has Lila of disappearance. So now at that time Govardhan was 16 miles high. Now it is about 7 miles long. And Gurudev here wrote, I think this is from Garga Samhita, as long as Govardhan is in this world, the Kali Yuga will not be able to. But after Govardhan will disappear, and Jamuna will disappear, and Ganga also will disappear, then Kali will be vehemently strong, and all living beings will be oppressed and tortured to the extreme. The plight of human beings will then be precarious. Because Kali Yuga is appearing, so power is changing. So in Rig Veda you will find about the sacrifice and worship of Indra for getting rain. They are Vaishyas. They live on this. They are maintaining cows and selling cows products. That is their livelihood. So for cows, soft grass is necessary. So they were, every year they were worshipping, Nanda Maharaj was worshipping Indra. But one year, Krishna asked Nanda Maharaj, what is this? And he said, we are worshipping Indra because Indra will give rain that is helping us for our maintenance. Then Krishna told, no, this is not good. Indra is demigod. He cannot give and bad fruit to good action. And he's giving rain sometimes to the sea. There it is not necessary, and sometimes not. So many reasons Krishna gave that this is not why worshipping Indra. We are Brajavasis. We depend on Govardhan. Govardhan is giving us everything. He's our maintainer. So, and cows will not worship Indra. And because Nanda Maharaj is under the control of love, he is controlled by Krishna out of affection, could not say no to his son. So then they changed, and whatever articles they prepared for the worship of Indra, it was a huge thing. Worship Govardhan. You will find in Bhagavatam in detail how Krishna convinced his father and what he spoke is true. Because here Krishna wanted to introduce the worship of Krishna, Govardhan, and Govardhan is also best devotee of Krishna. Radharani, before we sang that song, Radharani said in Bhagavatam, this Govardhan is the best devotee of Krishna. He is giving so many things to Krishna, caves, fruits, grass, place, everything he's giving. I introduced here the worship of Krishna and his devotees and stopping the worship of demigods. If one will worship Krishna, then that is proper, as Krishna says in Gita. Demigods cannot give independently of me. And by serving Krishna, you serve all. So Krishna made this here, and they were worshipping Govardhan and offered him many items, kheer and some soup from dal and some sweet preparation, so many items. There was a huge offering, and also rice was in mountains. Food was there, and when they were offering Govardhan himself, the hands came out and he was eating. And he said, Anyor, give me. So he was eating everything. And Krishna also showed, he gave Dandavat to Govardhan. Krishna was the first to introduce this practice, to make obeisance to him, by example. And Krishna said, I am this mountain, he declared. And he also told that donation should be given to Brahmins and cows should be worshipped and all prasad should be given to Brahmins and everyone has to be fed. And then Krishna said, we will do parikrama of Govardhan. He introduced this. They were nicely dressed and all the Gopas, Gopis and cows were sitting on bullock carts. They are doing parikrama. So one meaning of go is senses, Vardhan means to increase. The worship of Govardhan transcendental senses of Krishna and his devotees. So when they were worshipping and doing parikrama and did not do for Indra, then Indra became very angry. What is this? He's stopping my yagya. Who he thinks he is? He became very angry. Because false ego, if you have, then if someone is not giving you respect as you desire, you are demanding, then you will become angry. He ordered all his strongest clouds. You go there and you inundate whole Brajadham, everything should be destroyed. Everyone killed, everyone destroyed. So when the rain started, then as it is natural for Brajavasis, they took shelter of Krishna. No problem. I will lift Govardhan hill and we will go under. Then say, how you will lift Govardhan? Govardhan is so big mountain, you are so small. And with soft hand, how it is possible? Then Krishna said, you can test me if I can do. Then they and said, can you rotate it? Because Kadamba tree has roots down. It is, you cannot rotate. Can you rotate it? And then Krishna came and he rotated easily. Then they could not stop him. So then they said, okay, we will dress you as a wrestler. They dressed him as a wrestler. Left hand on small finger nail. He lifted Govardhan. Jai Shri Giridhari Krishna ki Jai. Like umbrella, and Krishna said, you bring everything and you come here under Govardhan. So they brought all the cows, all luggage, everything, food, everything they brought. So they thought Krishna is small, so we have to give some support. So with some sticks, they also gave support to hold that Govardhan up. And for 7 days and 7 nights, Krishna was holding that Govardhan because Krishna, when doing one Lila, he is fulfilling many purposes at the same time. One is to show about this demigod worship, to stop that and to introduce this worship. And another is because Brajavasis, they had this desire, we want to see Krishna all the time. There should not be any break. Like when Krishna goes to forest, then Nanda, Jashoda, they cannot see him. They go after him for some time. And they're watching, but then after some time they cannot see him and they are disappointed going back. And cowherd boys, they cannot see all the time. Gopis cannot see. So but they had this desire. So Krishna fulfilled this desire that now under Govardhan, they could see him all the time. And all devotees at the same time. And they were seeing and they were getting absolute bliss, complete bliss. And because of that, they were not sleeping, they were not eating, and they were not drinking without any problem. For 7 days, 7 nights, Krishna fulfilled. They were getting absolute bliss. Our Gurudev used to explain this. It is not false. So then, Indra saw that nothing is destroyed, where this water is going. Then he went to Brahma. Brahma is the chief. So he went to Brahma and said, I went there and one small boy, Krishna, he stopped my yagya. So I wanted to punish them all. And I sent all my clouds, but nothing is happening. Why is this? Then Brahma made like this. Oh, you also did this mistake. I also did this mistake. I thought Krishna is ordinary cowherd boy. I stole his calves. Still I'm feeling very bad because of that. I committed offense. No, okay, to disturb. I committed offense and rejected his Bhagavan, but ultimately I was bewildered. So I took shelter of him, and then I could read supreme object of worship. All Narayan, everyone is coming out from him. I saw with my own eyes, and I saw how sweet is Brajadham, how sweet is Krishna, how sweet are his associates. Indra, immediately now you have to go there and you have to beg for forgiveness, but because Krishna likes cows so much, today also we have to worship cow. He likes, so if you will be melted seeing the cow, at that time you come and you beg for forgiveness. Don't go directly. So then Indra came and he did like accepted, and Indra worshipped him, and he and that water from washing the feet of Krishna became Govinda Kunda. In Govardhan, when you do parikrama, Govinda Kunda is this Abhishek water, Charanamrita. So this is how Krishna lifted Govardhan. Kali Yuga, you know, Madhavendra Puri, he's a pure devotee. He is all the time chanting and tasting Krishna Prem. And because of that, he can tolerate hunger and gave him something without asking. He would eat, otherwise he will fast. So he came to Govardhan, Govinda Kunda, and sat under the tree and was chanting Harinam. Then one boy came to him and he said, "Oh Baba, work here. Because in my village, no one is fasting." Then Madhavendra said, "How? If someone is fasting, then I am bringing him. No one should fast. Krishna is maintainer, personal." "How you know that I did not eat?" Then that boy said, "Because these ladies, they saw when you came, they are washing, they are in the lake, utensils and these things. So they saw you were not eating anything. If someone begs, he will get. If someone does not beg, then I will bring, because no one will fast in my village." So Madhavendra Puri is very charmed by that boy, and he took milk, and then that boy said, "Now it is my time. I have to milk the cows. This pot. So you drink this milk, and I'm coming." Then Madhavendra took that milk, and it was some special transcendental. So then Madhavendra Puri was waiting, chanting and waiting for that boy to come. So beautiful. But he, then later in the night, he slept, and in dream, Krishna came. And then he revealed himself, "I am Krishna. I came to give you that milk." in the forest, so you install me in Govardhan and you serve me. I was waiting for you for a long time. I'm feeling hot and cold and hungry and all. I'm thinking when Madhavendra Puri will come to serve me. Because Krishna is eager to get served. Then Madhavendra Puri woke up and he was, oh, I could not recognize Krishna. He came. Because no one can recognize unless Krishna reveals. They found that deity and they installed, Madhavendra Puri installed him on top of Govardhan. Krishna appeared there as deity and they have natural love. So immediately they start preparing everything what they have. So there was a mountain of preparations, rice, chapati, and so that is why it is called Onnokut, peak of peak. So you have to make Onnokut. Brajabasi is made for Govardhan and Madhavendra Puri also made on Govardhan for Gopal. This is how this Onnokut Kali Yuga, Madhavendra Puri started, and we are also every year on this day we are trying to make this Onnokut festival. We sang before this Govardhan Ashtaka. I will read the translation. You became, means Govardhan, you became like an umbrella on the handle of your Lord, the pride of Devaraj Indra, who had become impudent, intoxicated by his own majesty. You are without comparison of mountains. O Govardhan, please give me residence by your side. The youthful divine couple perform delightful amorous. Thus, since you facilitate the witnessing of the residence by your side. Upon your incomparable gem-studded platforms and jeweled thrones, in your broad open spaces, in the shade of your trees, by your waterfalls and streams, in your valleys, your dear Shri Krishna, accompanied by Balaram and all the Sakas, enjoys please give me residence on witnessing the Dan Keli Lila, when Krishna was demanding that gopis should pay tax if they want to cross there. I am king here, Krishna said to gopis, so you have to pay tax, otherwise I am not. Dan Keli Lila. Upon witnessing the Dan Keli Lila of the youthful couple who are a treasure house of rasa, you manifested a fragrance in order to facilitate that sweet Lila. Thus you increase. O Govardhan, please give me residence by your side. Is most dear to Sri Hari and is also your dear friend. Playfully embracing couple enjoy sportive pastimes in that secret place. O Govardhan, please give me a residence by your side. Radhakunda is north east. No, yes, northeast Govardhan. With your fields, ponds, roots, grass, and the shade of your trees, you nourish the cows at every moment. In this way, you make your name successful and known throughout the three worlds. O Govardhan, please give me residence by your side. Go means cows, and Vardhan means to nourish. And another meaning before I told, go means senses, to enhance the senses, Krishna's transcendental senses and his devotees. Shri Krishna, the enemy of Aghasur and Bakasur, showed you great honor, turning you into a new home by holding you aloft, thus protecting the Brajavasis from deep hostility of Indra. Without delay, O Govardhan, without delay, O Govardhan, please give me residence by your side. O Giriraj, your sweet title Haridasa Barjo means best of the servants of Sri Hari, issued from the moon-like face of Srimati Radhika. The Vedas have clearly determined you to be the fresh tilak of Braja. O Govardhan, please give me residence by your side. Tilak is sign, and fresh, when it is fresh, it is most beautiful. Then slowly it is not so beautiful, but when fresh, it is very beautiful. So he's a fresh tilak of Braja. You are absorbed in the mellow of friendship with Sri Radha Krishna and their intimate associates. It is you alone who bestow happiness upon the men, women, animals, and birds of Braja. Out of your unbounded kindness, accept me, who am full of distress. O Govardhan, please give me residence by your side. The causelessly merciful Sri Sachinandan, therefore, although I am deceitful and wicked, do not consider my qualification or lack thereof. O Govardhan, please give me residence. Careful intent recites these 10 verses about Govardhan, Lord of the dynasty of mountains, which bestow rasa, will at once attain joyful residence by his side and the auspicious divine couple. Jai Shri Giriraj Govardhan Ki Jai. So only one verse I will read from Bhagavatam, because it's necessary to read Bhagavatam. They were sporting in the water with young girls and they were intoxicated and very. They would enjoy young girls just like two male elephants enjoying in the water with female elephants. Statra Kaurava, Apashya Narada Devo, Kshiba no Sama. O Maharaj Parikshit, by some auspicious opportunity, great saint Devarshi Narad once appeared there by chance. With rolling eyes, he could understand. So tomorrow we'll hear what happened. understand the situation. Once our Guru has pure heart, so everything is properly reflected in his heart. Everything he's seeing in proper perspective. So what is in the mind of disciple necessary to know everything, all his tendencies, samskaras, karma, all, and what is in his mind, that will be reflected in the heart of Guru. He can see. And accordingly he will advise. That is why Guru should be realized, that he can give. So he must understand it. Like real doctor, he will give medicine according to disease, not just same for everyone, same, no. So Guru will get that and he will advise. So he understood the situation and immediately he devised a